We are one day away from the Isotopes home opener. Today, the rent was due. As usual, the team handed the city a rent check for more than $1 million. But is that enough to cover the costs of the stadium? That's what News 13's Jackie Kent tried to figure out. She's live at Isotopes Park. Jackie.
Dean, the Isotopes handed the city a big check today. A large chunk of that goes toward a loan payment for the 15-year-old stadium. Now we're looking into what the rest covers.
It's truly a crown jewel, really, in our state and in our cities.
Another $1.5 million from the Isotopes to the city of Albuquerque. The latest annual rent check and the 15 before it go toward paying off the debt on the $25 million ballpark that opened in 2003 and to maintaining it and running it. Some upgrades you'll notice this season include the new left field picnic area and the stadium's first private party suite.
The city certainly has constantly put money into the stadium, as has the team.
The money comes from a surcharge on tickets, food, and souvenirs. And as you can see, this year's check is less than in years past.
That check changes based on attendance and all these other programs that are set up.
The city budgets $2 million a year to cover the $1.1 million annual stadium loan payment and about $900,000 for maintenance, security, and utilities. So this rent check doesn't quite cover those costs. The city's municipal development department says the city is still left covering some of the costs at the ballpark, but couldn't give an exact figure. The 25-year loan for the stadium should be paid off in 2026. And if the revenue stays consistent, it'll be a nice moneymaker for Albuquerque.
We have a straight rent of approximately $750,000 a year, and then there's a surcharge on tickets that also is included in that. And then when the gross goes over a certain amount, we pay 12.5% of that incremental amount back to the city.
The Isotopes say with today's presentation, the team has now paid the city nearly $27 million over the past 15 years, an average of $1.7 million a year. You heard attendance can affect the size of that check. The Isotopes drew about 400 fewer fans per game last year than they did a decade ago, but they're still one of the biggest draws in minor league baseball. Dean, back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you. The Isotopes home opener is tomorrow at 6:35 against Las Vegas. Free beanies for the first 3,000.